I have a philosophy for life that I'm going to throw at you here. I have a philosophy for living life. So my oldest son and I go snowboarding. Back in the times when you got 10 free passes to Vail and Beaver Creek if you bought the 3 mountain pass. I don't know if they still do that. We got up early enough on this day that he said, let's go to Vail. I don't know if anybody ever snowboarded at Vail. Vail's impressive. Keystone A Basin and Breckenridge all together don't make Vail. When we got to Vail, he said, Dad, you want to go to Beaver Creek? We've never been to Beaver Creek. And I said, yeah, Beaver Creek. Anybody ever been to Beaver Creek? You drive up to Beaver Creek's ski resort. There are $20 to $50 million houses sitting on the road as you go up there that nobody lives in. I mean, this is the super ultra rich. Way different league than probably anybody in this room knows. Maybe some of you know people that rich. I never know anybody that rich. I mean, these are like owners of sports teams rich. So we go snowboarding in Beaver Creek. And it's a beautiful, perfect snowboarding day. For me, a perfect snowboarding day is where the snow's coming down a little bit, but not a lot. I don't like deep snow because, I don't know, I'm just probably not good enough that when it gets too deep, I got to lean back too much, and it kind of messes me up. But I like about this much where I got enough powder that I can ride all day, not get hurt if I fall, and I can carve and feel like I'm a really good snowboarder. I can even get off the ground sometimes. Sometimes I get off like that far. So this day's perfect, and we're riding. And as we're riding, the day ends. Sun starts to go down. I stop when the sun's going down. I hate that crusty sound. It kind of screws in my head a little bit. That sound. I get like, oh God, I'm going to fall and hurt myself. So we get off the mountain. As we get off the mountain and we get in our car, the lights are flashing everywhere, and they've closed I-70. I don't know if this ever happened to any of you. Now this is a real shitty thing for a poor person, poor-ish person, because I can't afford a $400 a night hotel at Beaver Creek. And so my son says, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't know. Let's go get dinner. We'll sit somewhere. You have a beer. I'll watch you have a beer. We'll hang out. And we'll see if the road opens up. So we go sit there. And we eat. And there's a little ticker on the bottom of the TV. It's closed, closed, closed. 2 or 3 hours go by. All the trucks are stopped. I don't know if you know how many trucks go on I-70, but it's like a gazillion. It's like infinite. I mean, it's like there's not a number big enough. It's Google. Finally, the road opens up. We get in the car. We start driving. The snow is now coming down worse than it was before. There are so many trucks, I can't imagine that this many trucks can actually be on one road at a time. They've all chained up now, so there's that sound. You know that sound? I hate that sound. And they're all around. And we're driving. And my son says, holy shit, Dad, this is nasty. And I said, it's cool, we're good, it's okay. He says, yeah, okay, it's good. Seems bad to me. I said, no, it's good, we're good. And we start driving, and we're heading up to the tunnel. You ever driven up to that tunnel? Driving up that tunnel? I mean, sometimes you can get an hour or two just to go from the bottom to get to the top. This is that day. And we're driving up to the tunnel, and as we're driving up to the tunnel, my son says, hey, Dad, what do you think it's going to be like on the other side of the tunnel? I said, are you kidding me, dude? It's Colorado. It's going to be sunny. He says, Dad, it's nighttime. I said, dude, it's Colorado. That's why we live here, man. You go through the tunnel, and there's actually no snow in the tunnel. The tunnel's very clear. So my prediction is holding up. We come out of the tunnel. Have you ever done this? And it comes down like towards Georgetown. It kind of spins a little. It's kind of really kind of creepy. And as we come out, the snow is about 100 times worse than it was. There are trucks everywhere. We are around trucks, and now they're sliding. And we're driving, and it's treacherous. It's horrible. Do you ever have that feeling in your body, like when you see like 20 cops behind you? That's what this feeling's like. And my son, who's a little flippant, he mostly gets it from his mother, looks over at me and says, geez, Dad, I'm really glad it's sunny on this side of the tunnel. And I said, you know, Josh, here's the deal. If I had predicted that it would be this bad as we drove up to this tunnel, all the energy I have right now would be gone from my body because I have been so fucking nervous driving up here to do what I'm doing right now. But instead, I pretended that it would be sunny. And by pretending that it would be sunny on this side of the tunnel, I actually saved all the energy that I now have in my body that I need to get us down. And so here's the lesson. If you have a choice about how you think about the future, and you do, by the way, you do have a choice about how you think about the future, because it hasn't happened yet. If you have a choice about how you think about the future, always see it as sunny on the other side of the tunnel. Because your idea that prepping for the bad will make you better when bad happens is bullshit. And so in my life, I always win the football game before it's played. I don't care how the Broncos are playing or how the Buckeyes are playing right now. We are going to kill Alabama on January 1st at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Because today I get to believe that. And between here and January 1st, and when the Broncos play in their Super Bowl this year, between here and there, I get to believe we're going to win that game. And you know what that does inside my body? It makes me happy. And you know what I want to be? Happy. When people come to my office, I say, what do you want? They say, I want to be happy. I'm like, good. Tell me what you're thinking. And then they tell me how they're thinking about all the bad shit that's going to happen in their life. And I'm like, why the fuck are you thinking that way? You get a choice about how you think about your future. That doesn't mean you don't prep for this final you got next week in the class that you're really worried about, hopefully not this one. You should still prep, but see yourself winning the game. Do the best you can to manifest a future you dream of having. Please do that. Always sunny on this other side of the tunnel.